Fit 10 Nation, it is day 64. My clicker's not working. It's a late video. It's my cheat meal day, so I just ate a large pizza. It was very good. If you care to know, it was a large vegetarian with added pineapple and ham. Super good. Uncle Fatty's, delicious. I used to go to Supreme, or I used to order from Supreme, but their number they have two numbers online, and now they just don't seem to work. I don't know. Maybe they're not in business anymore. I'm not sure. Anyways, you have 6 more days, so you cannot have a cheat meal. You can't. Sorry, but you can't. No cheat meals in this challenge. Being that it's 6 days, and being that you have, being that it's day 64, which means you have 6 days, you can't afford to take any dips at this point, right? So, I think some of you already know, because some of you have already booked your scans, that the calendar is up. I should put it up in Slack. www.calendly.com/trainonmain. You'll see the link there to book your scan, which will happen not this coming Sunday, but the following Sunday. Okay, question. What do I think of the Fit Track scale? Okay, so a lot of these scales are, in terms of technologically how they work, are the same, right? So most of these scales that do a bunch of measurements on you, they use bioelectrical impedance, which is what we use on our scanner, only they're measuring it through the feet, and the technology is obviously much cheaper. Now, that's not to say that it's a terrible machine, but the estimation will be a little more off for sure. The sensors just run underneath the feet. And this particular scale has 17 features, and this is great, and you don't want to have to do any work. You just want the machine to tell you all these things. But there is a way that if you just basically know a few things, so like if the machine just tells you like a couple things, you can figure out all the rest of the stuff that it's telling you, okay, these other 17 features. But obviously as a consumer and somebody who doesn't really want to have to think, it's nice to have that. But again, just like any method, these are all just estimations, but some estimations are better than others, okay? So what is the estimation like on this? Well, I don't know. I mean, I can't say because I haven't seen it, but you know, unless you're spending thousands of dollars on a scale, it's probably not going to be like super accurate, okay? The bigger question is it consistent? Is it reliable in that regard? I don't know. So I'm not sure. So I don't have an opinion on that. But it does do things like measure of course, your weight, right? Your body fat percentage, your hydration, your intracellular, extracellular water, your bone mass. I'm not sure how it does that. You really need X-ray technology for that. But again, I guess it's just making an estimate based on that based on the amount of resistance that the electricity faces. I'm sure it's got something in there with some sort of algorithm to figure that out. I cannot see that being that accurate, but I could be wrong. Muscle mass, fat mass, BMI for what it's worth, your BMR, etc. So it's doing all these things for you, but I don't know. I'd have to see it. I'd be interested to, if you do get it, I'd be interested to see how much it differs from the in-body that we have at the studio. So I realize I'm not saying yay or nay. I can't really say yay or nay. I would probably err on the side of nay. I'd probably just get a regular scale if I were you. But if you do get it, let me know, and I'd love to just know how it compares and just see. So that's all I'm going to say on that, okay? All right, next question. Okay, by the way, this person that writes me these questions does an excellent job. All right, and I'll even go so far as to say it's a she. Okay, so she does an excellent job. She puts in specific things, like name something specific that you're going to improve upon. Like, I'm going to improve my barbell deadlift by 10 pounds, by this date. Very good. You know, I'm going to increase my bent over 2-arm dumbbell row from 25 pounds to 30 pounds. Very specific. Love it. And that makes you more accountable. When you set something specific, you're accountable. When you set something vague, there's no accountability. I'm going to do better in my eating. I don't know what that means. Do you know what that means? I don't know what that means. Okay, there's nothing to be accountable for. And you can slice and dice it up any way you want to make it feel like you ate better. Even though maybe you didn't. Okay. Name something specific you need help with. Still attempting to touch my knee to the floor when doing any squats. Knees to the floor when you're doing a squat. Okay, I'm assuming you're not saying, I'm assuming you mean lunge. Pretty sure you mean lunge. This week I touched a few times, but then I felt a pain like a tear down my upper middle thigh. I iced it. Is the muscle just too tight? Yeah, probably the muscle's just too tight. That's probably all it is. You can warm up your quads and stretch them out. Do some deep stretching on your quads before you go and do your lunges, and you should notice at least some benefit, okay? Some loosening of the muscle, and so you should be able to get more range of motion. So try that. Certainly icing and heating the muscle back and forth, 15-minute intervals will definitely help. Blood flow is always good. I shouldn't say it's always good, but for muscles, generally it's good. And it should be okay in the next couple days. Well, you wrote this to me, 6 days ago. So, or 7 days ago, 7 days ago. So, yeah, hopefully it's all better now. The great thing about muscles is, little micro tears or even, bigger tears, they heal pretty fast. Or muscle pulls, I should say. Okay, is there anything you would like me to cover in this week's video series? This person says, I enjoy how you organize each day's workouts and do alternating upper and lower body workouts and have different movements for us each day. Is there any benefit to training the same routine for 4 to 6 weeks and then changing it up again? Oh my God, what a great question. This is a great question. Yes, there is total benefit to it. The benefit is you can measure your progress much better. That is the power of keeping things basic and consistent. The reason why I switch it up for you guys is just to keep you a little bit more engaged. And hopefully you're going to find it more motivating. It's a little more exciting to come and say, okay, well, what's the workout today? Because I don't even know what it's going to be. You might know it's upper or lower body, but you don't know exactly what it's going to be. So that's why I do it, okay? But if I had to recommend something, yeah, follow a program for like 8 weeks. And see how much you can progress through that program. It's hard to gauge progress when you don't revisit certain movements. Now, you will notice that I do repeat certain movements, right? I do repeat like a lot of your basics, like your deadlifts and your squats and your rows and your presses, that type of thing. Also, how do we pick which lower body part to train first, second, etc.? Same goes for upper body. And do we add abs to lower body only? Okay. How am I doing for time here? 8. Ooh. Okay, I got a lot to say on this. So how about I address this tomorrow? Okay, I'll address that one tomorrow. Let's go to the message of the day. The message of the day is this. Even at day 64, you must tell yourself, no matter how hard it is or how hard it gets, I am going to make it. You must tell yourself, no matter how hard it is or how hard it gets, I am going to make it. Those who succeed keep trying. Or I should say, those who keep trying succeed. That would be a better way to put it. Those who keep plugging away. I've seen it time and time again. I've seen it, and I have to remind myself of this. I've seen so many people with so much talent give up. And then I've seen so many people they're not that talented, but they have the heart of a lion and they just keep going. And then they just, they encounter all this success because they just never gave up. Really, it really stands for something. Your work, that's not even really your work ethic, but the ability to keep going is everything in in just about everything. It really is. It really, really is. So, keep a heart of a lion, okay? So whatever. Keep a strong heart, okay? Keep your will high and never give up. Okay? Again, I'm gonna say this one more time. You must tell yourself, no matter how hard it is or how hard it gets, I'm going to make it. Now, that's not to say, and don't think of this as how hard, like, physically the journey is, but how hard it is mentally, because you're going to tell yourself, this isn't for me, or I can't do this, or this doesn't work, or this isn't the right system. Believe me, it is the right system. Trust me, it is. Talk to anybody who is a leading authority in this area, okay? I guess I can't really qualify myself as a leading authority, but talk to the real people in this, and they will tell you, okay? You are on the right system, so you just got to keep going with that system, okay? Okay. Oh, my clicker doesn't work. I don't know why. Maybe I got to charge it. Positive energy, positive vibes. Believe in yourself, and for the love of God, give some gratitude, and I will talk to you guys all very soon. Tomorrow, that is. Have a wonderful night, and I know I'm going to sleep well tonight. I always do when I have about a pound of gluten. It seems to just put me right out. Lots of serotonin tonight, okay? Have a wonderful night. Talk to you guys all soon. See ya.